So this is Are You With Me Right Now, episode 45, New Horizons edition.
That is if we ever release episodes 43 and 44.
Yep. Quarantined Horizons.
New social distancing.
Buzzword. Hashtag buzzwords.
Hashtag COVID-19. Hashtag pandemic. Hashtag CDC.
Hashtag Orange Man Bad.
No, this isn't your other podcast.
If we had universal health care, this wouldn't be a problem at all.
You have a different podcast where you bitch about universal health care.
Okay.
You know, I don't care about talking about Trump right now.
Yeah, I get it.
Is that okay?
Yeah. It was just a joke. It's stupid.
God
anyway.
damn it. Well, Animal Crossing is the best. Ever. I have not looked up from it once today.
Yep. Well, I mean, at least some things replace Stardew.
I mean, sometimes. I did play Stardew today too.
Yeah.
It is less exciting than Animal Crossing now that I've figured out you can put your fish outside before you have blathers. So you're not just carrying around 15 fish and clogging up your entire inventory until you're able to donate them.
Yep.
Now I'm much more excited about the game because I was just going to have to quit playing today and then wait for tomorrow. Because I have so many fish that I want to donate.
It's a fun game.
It's very pretty.
Trying to get the kid involved. The kid and I did play it this morning for an hour-ish. Maybe not that long. Probably not that long.
She's just recently decided she doesn't like doing the things she used to like doing with us. Isn't it a little early for that? She's not a teenager yet.
Nah, they do that.
Okay.
Yeah, probably more often than teenagers.
Really?
Yeah. Kids fluctuate interests pretty regularly as they go through different life cycles, growth cycles, whatever.
Okay. But we have the same interests, so that's frustrating, or I don't know, it's like hard to keep up with. Like, okay, you don't want to do this anymore, but I still want to do this.
Yeah.
And we're still going to do this.
Yeah.
To some extent.
I need to find some school-like activities to do with her.
Yes.
And I'm working on that.
Well, they sent home a daycare package too. So you've got like stuff to work on.
Well, I haven't gotten it. I don't know if it's coming to me or her mom, so.
Oh, okay. I thought she sent it with that email. Gotcha.
No, I think they're physically mailing it.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah. So they're mailing some virus.
They might mail too.
Yeah.
Some viruses?
Yeah, they're mailing the coronavirus.
Okay. We still have things to talk about, but that probably won't last long.
What do you mean?
I mean, we're being quarantined together for like the next few months. Well, not months, but weeks for sure. I'm home until I graduate.
Yeah, I'm home for 3 weeks at least.
So we're going to run out of shit to talk about real quick.
I mean, yeah.
Just in general, not like podcast talk, because I'll always have feelings, but just small talk. I almost asked you how your day was today when I was with you all day.
Yeah. It's just boring. I mean, nobody's doing anything. There's nothing to do. So we're just playing lots of video games and trying to entertain the child. We're working hard on bike riding and upgrading to our new bike.
With training wheels and pedals.
And without training wheels even.
True. But first step is training wheels, but whatever. Not the balance bike. We're trying to upgrade from the balance bike.
Yeah.
Your dad's stepmom, who I asked for advice because they have raised children, and your stepmom is, she works with little kids. She's an elementary school teacher of sorts. I was like, you have to know how to motivate children to do things that they don't want to do. Please help, because I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And she just said that it's too early and that we should drop it.
No, we picked it up pretty quick.
Yeah. So I don't really agree with that. I felt really dumb when she said that. Which that's not how she intended it at all. Your stepmom is so nice, but I felt really dumb.
Why dumb?
Or like mean. Both dumb and mean for pushing her to do something that's like inappropriate for her age or something, but I don't think that it is.
No. It's probably not appropriate to push her to do things though. I don't know. I felt like as a group, you and I were kind of teaming up on her.
Yeah.
And it got kind of frustrating.
Yeah.
But you went off to ride your bike by yourself. And once that happened, everything was fine.
Oh, good. So I'm the bad thing.
No.
I know that's not what you're saying. That's exactly what I think, though. So I make the situation uncomfortable and difficult for her. Cool. Solid.
No, I don't think so. I think it's just, I don't know. Both of us like standing there begging her to do something just isn't the way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And once she rode away, I felt like I was able to sit and think about like, okay, look, I want to play with you. Can we please do this together? What if I give you candy, for every lap that you make or whatever? And
that was part of my suggestion also.
Yeah. But I don't know, for whatever reason, it wasn't implemented. So
I know, I'm just saying I helped.
Yes, you did. Well, it was your suggestion to get her off of the balance bike anyway, which I agree with. I mean, it's time to kind of start.
I thought that was a fair move.
Yeah, no, it was. That totally was.
She's really good on her balance bike.
She is. She's really good on it. And I understand why she still wants to ride it because it's still fun for her, but...
Well, it's fun to be good at something.
Yeah. And she's going to be good at this, and it's not going to take very long, and she's going to enjoy this as well. Yeah. So it's just trying to provide some incentive and definitely not like ganging up on her.
I've just had a really hard time talking to her lately.
Yeah.
I don't understand why everything that I say to her is met with a no, or a that's not what I said, or a whatever. Every time. I just can't say anything that she's not contrary to, and it's really getting to me. It's frustrating and it's demoralizing.
Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. I mean, you can't...
I don't think there is anything you can do about that.
Yeah. She's not...
I know she's not being mean. I'm not saying she's being mean.
Right.
And she does it to you too. You just think it's endearing because you know her better.
Yeah. Yeah, I just take it as it is because I enjoy her straightforwardness. I think it's good that... Well, I mean, the only example I can think of off the top of my head was, we were making like Play-Doh stuff, and I made something, and you came in and, oh, you guys made that. And she's like, no, Daddy did this. I don't know. You got kind of offended by, and I'm probably downplaying the way that she phrased it.
Yeah, no, Daddy. She said, no, I didn't do it. Daddy did it. I was like, oh, I meant you guys. She's like, no, it wasn't us. It was Daddy. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Well, in that case, that's an excuse me, princess moment. And, you just kind of sass back at her, and because she doesn't mean it to be, I don't know.
Well, yeah, but it's not nice to be shut down every time you try and say something, that there's something wrong with it every time. Like, yeah, it's not meant to be mean. It's, cute and sassy, but it's not that cute over time.
She wasn't trying to be cute. She was just trying to be factual.
And I'm saying you're treating it as though it's cute, when to me it's not cute over time, where everything I say to her is incorrect, when it really is a trivial thing. And it's fine that you think it's cute. I just don't. I'm not going to do anything about it.
Okay. Well, I didn't mean that it was cute. I just meant that I'd kind of sass back at her when she does that. Just let her know that she's being a little sassy, but understand that she's just trying to give you the facts, that she's, it's not that what you said was wrong. It's that, I don't know, just maybe you're taking it too hard. But all in that, also don't hesitate to tell her when you think she's being rude.
And then she just cries. What, I'm supposed to make her cry every 10 minutes?
No, you'll figure out a way to tell her gracefully. I can tell her just fine. And it's not just me. I mean, it's not because I am me. It's just because I've found a way to tell her, I guess.
I mean, if I say don't be mean the same way you say don't be mean, like, she's going to pout about it for a million years. So, yeah, it's some of both, I'm sure.
Maybe. I mean, she'll get used to it, I guess.
Probably. I don't know. I don't know how to have any sort of like kind authority with her because I defer to you. And so when I say something, she doesn't believe me. She defers to you too. And so I don't know how to have any sort of like ground with her that's like kind, but also what I say is true and something she should do. Because I don't know, I don't have any ability to just say something and have her like and have that be a rule. I don't know how to parent your kid. So, because it's not my kid. So I'm just like a weird older sister, kind of, that she either like can listen to or not. And I don't know.
I don't have any experience in that regard. I can't. I feel like there's not much advice I can give you.
Yeah.
I mean, my therapist always has advice for you in that regard.
Yeah.
I don't know if your therapist helps at all.
I mean, he doesn't really know either. He's a man also and not a stepfather for sure. He's about 10 years older than you, just married for like a year or two now. And he doesn't have any kids, at least not yet. No, I don't think this is something he has expertise in, obviously. And honestly, your stepmom is not being a huge help. She didn't have to raise you as a stepmom, so it's not like she actually knows anyway. That's totally not to be mean. It's just I'm looking for advice from someone who's been in a different situation.
Yeah.
I don't understand how I can be so intelligent about these subjects and not be able to apply any of them. Like I have the intellect for it, but not the emotion for it. Really annoying. My therapist suggested I do some research because that's my forte, I suppose.
I mean, yeah, that's what my therapist has said multiple times. Is that it's just kind of something that you should dig into, research-wise.
Okay, sorry, I didn't know she'd said that. I guess I should have been. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I may not have relayed that much. Sorry.
It's fine. I mean, sorry.
I didn't mean that in a insulting manner. I didn't mean to insult you. Sorry.
It's okay.
But yeah, I mean, now that you mentioned that, yeah, my therapist has said, I mean, because she's not a step parent either. I'm not a step parent. She's not a step parent. None of us are step parents. So, I mean, my dad was a step parent.
According to your brother's girlfriend, I'm not either. I listed her as my stepdaughter on the census, though. So, take that.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, you're a step parent.
You're my opposite sex unmarried partner.
Jesus
According
Christ.
to the government. That was pretty funny.
Glad we have that information now.
Yep. Okay. So now what?
I don't know. I guess I just need to bring up one other point.
Okay.
In relation to that. Last night, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Sometime in the midst of this step parenting debacle, I don't know. You felt the need to assert that we couldn't have juice at dinner time. I felt like that was...
Oh, okay.
Well, it just seemed like a rule you had come up with on your own. And
I thought that was a fairly normal parental thing, but we've had a lot of juice today. How about we have some water and milk? Okay. Guess I won't say that again. I'm kind of confused why that held a lot of weight for you. It's okay that it did.
I mean, just because it seemed like a rule that you would just come up with. I mean, I've never stopped her from having juice. I water down all of her juice anyway, so it's not like she just drinks straight sugar. It's not like juice is terrible for you.
Okay.
Well, I was just confused.
I thought that was fairly normal, having something other than juice. Sorry. I know you're not accusing me. I feel the need to say sorry. I didn't think that was weird. It's okay, we've had a lot of juice today. I'd filled up her cup a lot. Figured some milk wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, I guess not. I mean, no. It sounded, when you said it, it sounded more like we're not going to have juice right now. You can have water or milk. And I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to, argue with you. I mean, because it's definitely not healthy for us to argue over, rules in front of her.
I didn't realize that was an argue-worthy issue.
Sorry?
I didn't realize that was an argue-worthy issue.
Well, I'd have just been what's wrong with juice?
Okay. Well, I won't do it again.
Okay. Well, I didn't mean it like that. I think I was just asking where that came from. It seemed arbitrary at the time.
It was arbitrary. It was just a small thing. I filled up your juice a lot with. I didn't realize I was being aggressive about it. Just thought, hey, we've had a lot of juice today. How about some milk or some water? I didn't realize I was being a bitch about it. I don't know.
I don't think that's what I said. Or what I insinuated.
I don't think it is either.
Okay.
And that's what I mean. Okay. I don't have any sort of ground to to just use my best judgment about something. I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm hurt constantly by the way she talks to me, and it sucks. I don't like talking to her right now. We don't get along, and I don't understand why. She constantly hurts my feelings, and if I say anything, she gets super upset, and then she's mad at me. I'm just trying to talk to her and enjoy being her friend, and she won't. Just let me talk to her. And there are things that are going to be so much harder than this in the years coming up. And if I can't even do this, then what the fuck?
I mean, maybe, but this is probably just a phase. Because kids go through phases very often. Even like social phases like this. So I don't know. I mean, just what I've done in situations like that, because I've had a couple of weeks where I didn't get along with her either. We still coexisted and we still did things together, but it happens, and it's hard. I agree.
She sees me at odds with her all the time, no matter what. If we want different things for dinner, it's automatically a thing where she wins or I win. Like whatever.
What? Finish that thought.
We both see this as some sort of competition. I don't even understand why. Maybe I'm just projecting onto her, but no, like whenever I say that I want something different than she wants, it's immediately, but I wanted that. And she looks to you to decide, like, as if it's some fight. But I said I wanted that. Yeah, chill. I know. I'm not saying we can't have that. You don't need to yell at me. It's just very frustrating. And if she cries enough, she gets something. You know, she picks out dinner. And fine, like, whatever. It's just really annoying.
What do you mean? If she cries enough, she gets something.
You gave her dessert. She cried. She got more dessert because it was a different kind of dessert.
Yeah, if that's the only instance of that doesn't count. I didn't give it to her because she cried. I gave it to her because it didn't make sense why I wasn't giving it to her. Because we always have that kind of yogurt for dessert.
I just think she knows how to play you. I think she knows that she'll get what she wants if she makes a fuss about it. Not based on your parenting or based on you at all.
I don't know. I disagree.
Fair.
I mean, especially based on that example. I mean, that's the example that popped up in my head. I know it felt to me like I was giving it to her because she was crying, but it was more rational than that. It's not like she got 2 desserts. I wanted her to try the dessert that I made, and she had a couple of spoonfuls of it. And I was like, oh, geez, there's a lot of sugar in this. Mm-hmm. And then I was just hesitant to give her another dessert because I didn't want to give her 2 desserts, but she'd only had a couple of bites of that one in the first place, and I'd already promised her the yogurt.
Okay.
So I didn't want to like take something away from her because she had done something that I asked her to. Hey, please try this. Oh, you tried that. Now I'm going to take away your other dessert. That seems like that would have been unfair.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you for explaining. That makes more sense.
You're welcome. I mean, that's the scenario that played through my head.
Okay, I understand. Thanks.
You're welcome. And then I just had to rationalize it with myself, and it wasn't because she cried. She just was upset. I mean, it was late. She was tired. She cries when she's tired. Mm-hmm. I mean, we're all a little crazy right now.
Yeah. It's only day whatever.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why she doesn't like me. Until I don't want to talk to her, then all of a sudden I'm the only person she wants.
It's probably just a phase.
Yeah, fine, but it's really hard.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean it doesn't suck, like a lot.
I know. I don't disagree.
I don't even know how to talk about it without seeming like such a huge asshole like I just did.
I don't think you're an asshole, but because I've been where you are, not on the step-parent end, but just on not getting along with her.
I'm not competing with your child. It feels like she's competing with me, and that's frustrating. I don't want to sit here and be like, you should pay more attention to me than your kid, or, you know, your kid's bad. Like, I'm the better one. I'm not coming at this from like a, you know, screw your kid sort of thing. This is just a really hard time, and I don't know how to talk about it to anyone.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't feel like you're asking me to do that.
Thank you. That's obviously not what I'm saying.
Right.
Well, I hope it's obvious. It's probably not to anyone but you.
I don't know, maybe. But Shirley didn't take it that way.
Thank you.
I don't think she's intentionally competing with you, and I certainly don't think you're intentionally competing with her. You just have interests that are at odds, and
And she's bound to be jealous at some point, and so am I. I mean, if you were given the choice when you were 4, like, hey, do you want to share your parent with somebody, or do you want to have all their attention to yourself? What would you say?
Yeah. And maybe that's why it's so important that you, I don't know, I guess have such a, like just a friend role in this. A friend, I don't remember how my therapist described it. But instead of trying to be a parent, you're trying to just establish a relationship with her.
I have to be able to set boundaries in my own home, though. Yeah. I'm not just her friend, and I will not be just her friend.
Right.
I have to be an authority, too. I'm a step parent.
Yeah.
That's my therapist's take.
Yeah.
Is that I can't just be like this other thing in the house.
Right.
I'm not her sister. I'm her stepmom.
Right. I'm sure it's difficult for her too. She apologized of her own whim today.
I know it's hard for her too.
She told you she was sorry for not riding bikes with you yesterday.
I know, and I felt awful about that.
Well, I don't know if you should feel awful. What do you feel awful about?
For guilting her?
Guilting her.
Making her feel like she needed to say sorry to me?
Did you do that?
I think both of us did.
Me and you?
Yeah.
I just told her that it hurt your feelings that she didn't want to play with us, that she didn't want to ride bikes with us.
I told her that too.
And that's not a guilt trip. Those are just facts.
Okay.
I was letting her know why you went to ride your bike by yourself.
Mm.
I told her, I was like, you hurt her feelings because you didn't want to ride bikes with us, because we're trying to teach you how to ride a big bike with us so, we can all keep up with one another.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It just really makes me sad that as soon as I left, it got better. I mean, all of this makes me sad, obviously.
Well, it was just easier for me to figure out how to accomplish a task without another cook.
I cried a lot yesterday. Partially, I just feel really discouraged about this.
About parenting?
Yeah. Partially, I'm just really frustrated with school. Or I'm really disappointed about a lot of stuff about school right now.
Elaborate.
I'm really disappointed that I'm not going to get to graduate. I mean, have a ceremony, like actually get to walk for once. Or, get my master's ceremony. I was really looking forward to that. We didn't have an undergraduate ceremony. I don't know how I'm going to finish out the semester with my internship or my classes, especially the ones that require me to be in person. I just don't know what any of this is going to look like. And I don't even know how to start finding a job in this.
Well, this isn't going to last forever.
It takes about 18 months to develop a vaccine, and they just injected a human being with it a few weeks ago. They need to observe them for 14 months. They just skipped animal testing and just gave it to a person because they need a household.
This thing will have run its course within the year. Easily.
Not necessarily true. Social distancing might last a lot longer than you think it will.
It can't. It's not financially. It can't. People have got to go. I mean, not just, we're either going to see a massive spike in homicides and suicides, or we're going to start hanging out with one another again.
And we're going to what?
Or we're going to start hanging out with one another again. People aren't going to stay cooped up in their houses without literally killing themselves or each other.
Well, leaving the house is killing yourself if there's an infectious disease going around.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you're not taking this seriously, but you're not really informed on the facts.
Fair. I think I'm somewhat informed.
Have you read the CDC's report? Or, the WHO's report? On the contagion of this disease.
What about it?
About its trajectory. That like if less than 75% of us actually follow social distancing, we could lose like 4 to 5 million people in the United States in the next month or two.
Yeah, that's circumstantial. So, grain of salt. I mean, sure, I guess. But it's still...
Gotcha.
It's still circumstantial.
Okay, what research have you done to prove something more accurate? These are the top medicine officials in the world?
Fair. I think the word unprecedented carries a lot of weight here. With no precedent, you can estimate all you want to, and good luck.
It's not like they're just throwing spaghetti at the wall and being like, yeah, that looks right.
They kind of are.
Epidemiology is a science.
Fair.
People understand, and we have figures now. People understand how disease spreads, how viruses spread. This isn't just guessing like, oh yeah, if someone touches this person, that's how it's going to go.
Yeah, I heard the World of Warcraft study too. I was there when it happened. That's not being facetious. That's a real thing.
What is that?
There was an expansion that dropped for World of Warcraft, and the final boss of this raid gave a highly infectious disease. It was a disease debuff. And when players hearthed out of the raid back to their home cities, when they teleported out of the raid and back to their home cities when they were done, they still had the disease. And there wasn't a mechanic in place to remove the disease from you when you beat the boss. So it spread like wildfire throughout servers. And they studied this to figure out how it would affect actual people because there has been no precedent for it before. There has been no way for someone to take a highly infectious disease and fly it from China to San Francisco ever before. Not like this.
Yeah. It's actually kind of funny. Thanks, WoW. I just think your repeated use of everyone will be fine is really, really incorrect.
I mean, you can sit around and cry about it, or you can try to be positive about it, you know?
Okay.
I definitely feel that it's more worthwhile to be on the positive side of it. I mean, I'm not going to sit in my house for another month. I'm far too extroverted for that.
I am not. I will go crazy in a month, but not because I'm extroverted. At least getting my foot surgery prepared me for this, I guess.
I mean, if it's as infectious as they say it is, and it runs its course in a month, and we're already 2 months into the thing, as of, March 22nd will be 2 months since this whole thing started, I think.
It didn't start here.
No, it didn't. But it got here not long after it started. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is the end of the world, and that's fine. Armageddon's good too.
Sounds like a band name.
Armageddon is good too.
Yeah. Or like an album name at the very least.
Is that the sequel to Armageddon is good?
Yeah. Oh, maybe that's our episode name.
Armageddon is good. I mean, I've been praying for a plague for a long time, but
I know.
Not like an antisocial plague, just one that just, I guess this is what a plague is. This is the plague that I was praying for.
Yes.
All right, well, I got what I wished for.
Yeah, this has the potential to be the deadliest, like, single cause of human death since the Black Plague. Has the potential.
Okay. Remind me in 6 months.
Okay. Let's see which one of us dies first.
Yeah.
Okay. You're probably healthier than I am.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I went blind today.
I know. Despite being chunky. My doctor says I'm a very healthy young person. So we'll see.
Maybe that's what he means.
What?
Well, sometimes healthy is used as a shit. Like, what am I trying to say? Like double entendre for.
I don't think a doctor would be
chunky?
like, yeah, you're perfectly healthy if you're overweight. It's a doctor's job to say the opposite of that. It means I don't have any like other shit going on. I've got really good blood pressure and all that jazz.
It was a joke. When you say someone has a healthy child, it usually means they're a large child.
Oh, I too am a large child. I was a very small child, actually. I was early, like by a month.
Yeah, a lot of kids are. And they're also small, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I was late 6 days. I was a very large child.
How big were you?
I wasn't that big. I was 8 pounds, 9 ounces.
Oh, that's like normal baby size. I was 5.5 pounds. Look at me now.
I got large. You've seen my pictures. I was a very healthy baby.
You were so cute.
Very healthy.
My brother was just a blob of flesh. He was such a fat little baby. Bless you. Quarantine.
Yeah. We'll edit that out so nobody knows I have the virus.
Makes me want to read some Stephen King. All of y'all out there, busy yourselves with 1,200 pages of The Stand. It's a good fucking book.
I mean, it's a good time to read books.
Yeah. It's a better time to play Animal Crossing.
Wow. I can't believe we've recorded for this long already.
How long?
40 minutes.
I cried for like 20 of those minutes. That's where we got all our length from.
Whatever.
What do you want to do after this?
Play Animal Crossing?
Okay.
We can play music if you want to. I haven't felt very creative lately.
I don't know that I'm in the mood now, but we can. I would like to do it soon. It's been like months since we did music.
Yeah. I mean, same. I haven't played by myself in a long time either, so.
I thought you played fairly recently. Yeah, you played on a stage like last week.
Oh, yeah, I guess that didn't count.
You didn't invite me.
You left early.
I know.
It's not that you were uninvited. It's just that.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we already talked about this. It's okay. I'm just really sad I missed it.
Sorry.
It's okay. You didn't do anything wrong.
I mean, I thought you would be, so I almost didn't do it, but I was like, oh, that's stupid. I'm not going to, yeah.
Now you know.
Well, I'm still going to play if the chance arises.
Well, yeah, but text me.
Yeah.
If I can come, just tell me.
Okay.
That's all. We've already talked about this.
Yeah.
Don't not play. That's dumb. Just tell me to come back.
Anyway.
Have I made you as miserable as I am yet?
No.
That's about all.
I'm not. I feel like I'm doing pretty well mentally, mental health wise. I feel stable. I feel healthy.
Must be nice. Well, good. Yeah, what else has been going on with you in your head? Not much.
Not much. Just wondering when I'm going to go back to work.
Yeah.
But I mean, other than that, yeah, not much. Not in a bad way, in kind of a, in a good way. I'm looking for more work is like my goal at the time that all of this has happened.
Yeah, it's a terrible time.
Yeah.
For public gigs to be suspended.
Yeah. No kidding. But they'll resume. The president says we're going to bounce back better than ever. So.
Good old Donald.
We'll
Damp tramp, if you will. Huh?
We'll see if he's right.
Will we ever?
I mean, yeah. If nothing else, I mean, I don't know how to say this accurately. I've never enjoyed this much just income.
Just like in general about this time in our lives?
Well, yeah. I mean, I've gotten a huge break on taxes and I'm making more than I've ever made. I mean, so yeah, I'm a huge believer in not a whole lot of taxes.
We got to do my taxes.
Yeah.
What are you looking at?
You. Wondering if there's anything else to really discuss. I'm drawing a blank now.
I don't think so.
Okay. Anyway, that's about all.
Peace out.
Peace out.